fun, and they might be right or they might not be right or whatever, but at the end of the day what we're looking at is just like, okay, you're obviously having a bad time, we want to fix that, so we're going to look at like here, like, so what we'll do is we'll be like, okay, so you're saying Act 3 isn't good, we'll look at Act 3, we'll look at the reasons why it might be bad, we'll fix those reasons, and then that may or may not reduce the time. Or in this case, it definitely will. Like it's shortened it by a lot. The and then, but to me, it's like the frustrating thing is when you go down a dead end and you're like, okay, like this is bad, or and then like you have to respawn, or in the area doesn't like the area despawns and you're like you have to do things again, that kind of stuff, right? That's the stuff that people don't like to do. And so that's where we sort of look at. And so then when it coming back to builds again, once again, it's like, okay, if you're not having fun with your build, then that is a problem. We'll fix that. But it's not like there's a correct pace for the game to be played at as such. We just need to make sure that you're enjoying yourself.
Well, I guess a follow-up to that was I, along with many others, were not expecting a nerf to just how the campaign felt in general, right? In the last interview I heard, it really sounded like the intention was to target things at the top end. But there were so many things that nerfed us during the campaign here. And
well, the thing I would say about that,
I would like to finish.
Sure.
A lot of people are really wondering about the long-term direction for the game with that in mind, because they were also not expecting that. So a lot of people are wondering if
the campaign, to be clear,
that was going to be my question.
That was not our intention.
So
yeah, we
should be more powerful than we currently are during the campaign then.
Well, that one I will have to look at specific cases, right? Because like that comes down to like okay, so like we already did something about that, right? Where we like nerfed Monster Life, and it's possible that we'd have to nerf Monster Life again if that's still a problem. Like that's the kind of thing that we can do. But the thing is that like as I said, like the first thing we heard when everyone was saying this, the first thing we thought was like, what the hell? We didn't even nerf the campaign. Like literally, that's what all the developers were saying. We didn't nerf this. Why is everyone saying we nerfed it? And so like then it's like, well, we found a few things, but like we're still looking for what those things are. And like it's not always
then what happened? Why does it feel so bad?
Making things, because I can absolutely tell you that our goal here was nerf the end game, right? Like nerf the it wasn't even nerf the end game. What it was nerf the things that were trivializing the end game before you've even managed to get like your items and stuff like that. Like just the really trivial, easy shit. Like that was our intention.
I mean, there were some blatant fuck ups.
Yeah.
Like so, speaking bluntly, right? Like the minion change was just bad.
And when you say the minion change,
should be
are you
more
referring
friendly.
to the rare minions or referring to the player minions? Because those
it's not like an accusation. Right?
Both of those were incredibly terrible.
Just fuck up. Yes,
those were just fuck ups. And
but
the
it did
thing
some
is, it's
mistakes.
so easy to start shit for like that to slip through.
Well, we have a bit of and look, a lot of it is just because there's a little bit of like it's early access, so we're allowed. But we like are firing from the hip a lot here. And stuff like that, like let's get it in there, let's try it out, see how people think, and if it's bad, we just undo it, right? Like we do regress on a decent number of things in the first few days of a release, and so yeah, there are some pretty blatant fuck ups. So yeah, that's exactly what happened with the rare minion life. It was like, why are now? I don't know why it felt this way, but 100% it was the case that the minions was for some reasons the rare minions were surviving longer than the rare